at what point do you know when you know you can't take it anymore?
My answer to that is in twofold. At what point do you realize you've taken too much poison? How much poison will kill you? You just know. You just know. You're built in a way that you just know that you cannot take this.
And unfortunately, they love each other. That's the painful part for me, because
you see, sometimes what we call love might not be love, right? So you could be codependent, and you're calling it love. Check scripture, where there's love, there's peace, right? There's respect, right? There's care, there's protection. Protection, it means you're protecting the husband is protecting the wife. If you're slandering your husband all over the place, that's not love, that's not respect. If you're beating your wife, that's not love, that's not respect. So at the end of the day, Isaac, you will just know that this is not working. Now, you might not choose to divorce. Just separate. Detach yourselves for a minute. Then seek help.
Is that allowed?
Of course it's allowed.
Without, like, so let's separate, let's live separately.
No, even if you don't live separately, nobody's advocating for immorality here. We're talking about life itself, okay? And this is where the church gets it wrong most of the time. You just may need to find a way to just detach yourself for a moment. Everyone just cool off. Have your cool off period so you can assess yourself and then assess the relationship.
So the cool off period, is this supposed to be, are they still supposed to be living under the same roof? Because I'm afraid
every situation is different.
I'm afraid if I give this dude the cool off option, he gonna be like, I will take it.
Yeah, but if you give him the cool off option, he takes it, then that means he wasn't meant to be, right? So he's struggling. So if you're into it together, you just find a way to cool off, detach yourself, and cool off.
I agree with
you.
Then
you. Ask yourself questions, because when you're by yourself, you start to ask yourself some serious questions. The drama, the clouding, the voices, the tension calms down, and you ask yourself, do I want to revisit it? And then if both people are serious, then they will seek help. Go to counseling. Go to counseling in church, go to counseling out of church or your place of faith, wherever it is. Not all pastors know what to do.
Yes, not all pastors are counselors.
Because you're a pastor, or you're a leader of a faith-based organization does not mean you're qualified to actually go there. If I can't come to him for surgery, or I can't come to him to pull out my tooth, then when it comes to certain things, I don't have to go to that particular individual. You can share with them for spiritual guidance and counseling. But if you need therapy, find a professional.
Therapist. I agree with you, but I know that that's it. I know we need to go, but I was just going to say that I feel like, again, God is probably leading us in this direction because somebody needs to hear this. I was telling my wife this morning, I feel like the biggest challenge in every marriage is communication, right?
Big.
Communication, because, and it's not just talking, but communicating, right?
Yes.
And the prayer that I always pray in my private time, I say, God, mend the communication bridge in our marriage and our relationships. Let us talk to each other and let us hear each other. That's a very big prayer that I always pray, not just for my wife, but also like my friends, my siblings and everything. Because the moment we can communicate and hear each other, we will be able to come up with solutions.
For us to be better communicators, certain personality traits have to be put in place. You have to be a good listener, right? So God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. You have to be able to listen better, right? Not hear, listen. When you're hearing, you're like, keep on talking. I know what I want to respond to you, because you're not listening, you're right.
And listening to respond.
Exactly. You want to listen to feel the message the person is. Then the communicator, right, has to focus on what the essence of the conversation is. And make sure that the focus is not to destroy the other person or undermine them, but the focus is to empower them and enable them to go along with the journey of that relationship. Isaac, we can talk about this all day, all night. Maybe I'll bring you back for another show. Isaac, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Look into the camera, take 1 minute and just tell someone out there something that you passionately believe in to make the difference in their life.
So I believe 100% in God, and I believe that God is the game changer, not as religion, but as relationship. Because look, I crossed the line of religion into relationship with God, and my life has changed forever, right? A lot of people feed you stereotypes, people feed you off their face. Like we said, is people will teach you out of the abundance that they have. So seek to know God for yourself, and then your life will change that much.
Wow, you couldn't have said it better, my man. Thank you so much for coming on to the Broken Not Shattered BNS podcast. Please, if you're out there, like us, follow Gerald, and also follow us. And Gerald, tell all your followers to follow us. So,
I got you. I did it. I made a video. We're gonna do it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap up the show in our famous 3 words: love, peace, and more grace. See you guys next week. Love you, Gerald. Take care.
All right, sir. Bye.